Okay, we checked all 4 systems, and you were go on modulation, all 4, and keying was a go.
Roger, you're loud and clear here also. Voice control, Houston, contact net 2.
Voice control.
Roger, honeysuckle is go. Put him back in conference, please.
Back.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is the Smiling Mammoth, and welcome back once again to Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to be going to the moon, and not just, you know, with a normal rocket. We're going to be going with a rover. So this is the first time I've actually going to be messing around with the rovers. I had a very quick little test with them in a test world, but you know, I don't really know what I'm doing. So first off, we're going to want to build our rover, and I figure this is as good a thing as any. It's a little rover body, so we're going to want some wheels. We're going to need these ones I think are the smallest. Now, I don't know how to do these with the right symmetry, because if I do 4-way, then they just go on like that, and that's no good. But if I go 2-way, then they like kind of appear on opposite ends, if you get what I mean. Like, they're not opposite each other, they are... Yeah, it's kind of weird, and if I go angle snap, then they're really weird. So we're going to have to try and kind of balance them by eye, which could be a little tricky. Come on. I think that's about level. It should be. It looks alright. Now we're going to want some solar panels. In fact, actually, ooh, hang on. That's 400 new battery packs. Very nice. So we can stick a couple of them on. Why not? Makes it look like it as is. Solar panels. We're going to just want little ones. I can't remember off the top of my head how much electric charge the wheels take, because that's what they run off. They run off electric charge. I suppose if we put the 4 solars on, then we could have like a bigger one coming out the back. Or, oh no, actually we can put some more on top, I suppose. Where have they gone? Oh, there. We can put another on top, so that will be giving us maybe 5 units of power per second. I don't really know. I don't know how much these give. Does it tell you? 45 per minute, so that's 3/4 per second. So that means, and these, I think these are 1 each, so we might need a bit more power than that. What does it say? Oh, 0.5. So that'll be 2. That should give us enough, actually. If we put a couple of RTGs on, just in case, you know, just means we get. Just means, yeah, it means we can also run in the dark, I suppose. And we'll put a little communications array on. Actually, that's not going to work there, is it? Because it's not really going to work there. We'll use the Communitron 600. Awesome. There is a rover. We have a rover. Now, I'm thinking the best way to attach this. I'll tell you what, we'll put some scientific instruments on as well. If we go in for it, we might as well go the whole way. Sweet. Now, I figure best way to do this is gonna be just stick the rocket underneath it. So we'll put a docking clamp on the bottom, and then, although actually, because how we're gonna then land it is the question. Let's re-rig this. So if we move the batteries to the sides, and that's not now balanced. Oh, that's a bit much. So move the batteries to there, get rid of this solar panel, and we can put the docking clamp on top. Because then what we can do is we can have a little kind of payload system. So we then build the rocket on top of this. So if we kind of centre it around... Actually, is there any of the new... Actually, where's the new structural piece that they added? There. We can... Actually, that's a bit small. That doesn't connect well. We can just use, actually... what's the best way? In fact, I know. Better way. We'll build it around an RCS tank. That's a bit big. So that means we have RCS fuel. We can then, if we put our SAS on and then use another probe, we'll use the Stay Putnik, then that means that once this is down, we actually have a bit more. We can then control the rocket as well, which might be cool. Now we're going to want the modular girders. Yeah, that'll do. No, that's too much. I keep going the wrong way. So. The way it will work is, this will be the top stage of the rocket, and then this will kind of detach, and then we'll land with this, and then we can just detach the rover, and it can go roving. So we're going to want some fuel tanks on this. They don't need to be big because we're not going to need much thrust. And then that means we'll be taking the weight on the rover. And actually, I'd rather take the weight on landing legs, I think. Just might be a bit better, so we can get these as low as we can. It'd be handy if these were kind of deployable. Landing gear. How long are these? Oh, wow, yeah, definitely, that's more than enough. So we can... What are they level with? About... there? Yeah, very good. So that can then land. In fact, tell you what, we'll give this a bit of a test run. Just on the ground now. So we can see how much thrust we can get, how easy it is to lift off and stuff like that. I have a name, I have Wikipedia up on my phone, because I can't remember how to spell it. The mountain goddess Skoi? This is the problem with going... In fact, no, what am I on about? We should have the delivery system as Thor, and then the little probe can be called Mjolnir. That'll work better. Yes, actually, I'll go back and... Actually, you know what? I don't think we're going to really need that old rocket design, so I think we'll be alright. So this will be Mjolnir, actually. Because this will be what's landing. Although, no, I'm changing my mind. We'll go with Thor. Now, let us... I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've forgotten. Nope, let's go. Alright, we're on the launch pad. It seems to have taken the weight nicely. I just want to try and deploy the landing legs. Actually, are they... Okay, they're not the telescoping ones, so they actually are as long as they're going to be. So that's not actually that useful, but... If we try and... Let's see if we try and take off, what happens. Oh, there we go. Whoa, bad. Although, hang on, has everything seems to have survived, so let's... undock. Whoa, come on. Turn the SAS off, maybe. I should put RCS on this so it can actually right itself. That's just gonna... Come on. Oh, I know. I need to use the translation controls because otherwise it does just wobble. Oh, no, that's gone. Okay, let's go back and redo the crash into border. That's new. Maybe that means ground? I don't know. Let's go back. Let's change the landing legs so we can actually, you know, they actually work like landing legs. Bring them down to be level with the engines. I think that's about right. Cool. They don't have to be perfectly level. I'm not going to bother with a name change for that. It's little. Merely adjusting the positions. You'll see that launched quite quickly. Okay. Oh, now you see it takes the weight on the suspension. Now, let the landing legs take over, maybe. That's fallen off. Okay. That's the problem, is it would probably work a lot better if we did just deploy the landing legs. If we were landing with the deployed landing legs. Okay, well we definitely get lift. If you can lift it on Kerbin, it can lift it here. Well, that's the engine off. Let's try and drive away, maybe. It's not liking it. Let's try and fly this thing off. There we go. Elegant. Yep, right, so Rover is now free. That's not the part I want. I want the Rover. There we go. So, whoa, 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 that's backwards. Why is that backwards? Oh, I see, the wheels are... That's the way I need to drive it. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's not the ramp. What am I doing? I'm not licensed to drive this thing. Okay. Well, it's got a decent turn of speed on it. Nice kind of suspension. We do use up a little bit of power, but with the batteries we can basically run without any problems. Turns nicely. Yeah, I like this. I like this Rover. It'll do well on the moon. We can check our instruments. Well, we get 1G of acceleration out of this. That's not bad. That's pretty decent. Barometer. Negative gravioli detector. That's gravity, I think, basically. Ooh, bit chilly. Only 19 degrees. Okay, right. That's enough messing around with the Rover. Let us try and get it somewhere. So we're going to want the rest of our launch stage. Now, that should be pretty solid, although, hang on, I'm going to change these out for the bigger landing legs, just because I prefer them, and they tuck up a bit nicer. You know, I'm not going to bother with parachutes, just because this thing probably isn't going to be coming back. It won't have enough delta V just with these rockets to get back off the surface. It just means we can move the Rover, is what I'm thinking, if we keep the rocket stage attached. So, that should telescope up to more than long enough. I'd be amazed if that's not. And we'll probably find out anyway. We're going to want a decoupler on this. And I need to see if... Is this going to be too big? Yeah, it is. How can I do this? If I get the really... Ooh, that's new. Slicing the largest rockets in twain. I have no idea what the difference is. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll use the really little decoupler. It means we'll have that on the bottom, but we should be okay. We should be okay just with that running underneath. then we can use just a little girder structure to kind of connect to the rest of the rocket, and then we'll put a stack decoupler on there. Actually, no, we're going to want this. Yes. I'm just going to go with my standard kind of rocket design. Actually, if that's decoupling there, we probably won't need... Yeah, no, we won't need another one. So we're going to want... This will be like the interplanetary stage. So this will take us to the moon. And now we're going to want atmosphere stuff, so... Wrong side. This is now going to be 2 normally what I do? Can't remember. Yes, 2 is enough. Because... where's the main sail? Because now we put 4 of them again. Like so. Oops. Where are the... That's not supposed to happen. Okay, let's just get rid of you. Now. 4-way? Yep, 4... That's not 4-way. There we go, that's 4-way. So... Yeah, like that. I'm trying to think, is it 2 of these that... Yeah, 2 of these are the equivalent. I'm using these instead because apparently the orange ones have problems with overheating. Like they... For some reason they just overheat more than putting 2 of the same tank together. It's really weird, I don't know why it is, I'm hoping they'll fix it soon. Now, we're going to want to anchor all this together, so we'll put our nose cone on for our aerodynamic stuff. And then the struts are here. So, they'll go out to there. Now we're going to want to attach these outer parts to the inner part to stop it wobbling. Like that. That's near enough lined up. That'll be our central part, and then we want to go from inside. I think that's about centre. Yeah, that'll do. They don't have to be perfect, they just need to kind of be there. So that's then the main rocket, pretty much. And now, although actually, I know what I want to do. Where can I put it? I know. Put the I want to put some RCS fuel in, just a little bit more, because this thing we're going to have to manhandle a lot. Alright, so, and that's now moved. That's a problem because I don't know where the others. We'll just add more struts. Go from this way actually. Up to here. Yes, awesome. And actually, you know what we're going to want to do? We're going to want to anchor the upper stage in. Just because otherwise that's going to be flopping around all over the place as well. I wonder if we can go like that. Okay, that should be fairly solid, so it might wobble a little, like kind of like that, but that shouldn't be too bad. Final thing I add is some SRBs to get us off the launch pad. We need a lot of these, so I use 3 on each rocket. Is the easier way. Just kind of single SRBs, nothing too complicated. There we go. Since I've updated, the thing I have noticed is I don't have the problem with parts attaching, like, or not attaching, so I think there's a problem with one of my mods doing it. It might be because... Come on. Get on there. Okay. Might be because they're out of date. I'm not too sure, but we'll see what happens. I might add them back in one by one and just see what kind of fixes the problem. Alright, so that's pretty much just my standard rocket design. This can launch... I've not had anything thus far that this couldn't launch, pretty much. It can get everything into orbit, at least. If there's something this can't get into orbit, I've not found it, because it's just got so much thrust. You can... I do like this interplanetary stage. I'm not 100% sure I need it, but, you know. And actually, I've just noticed I need a decoupler here. So, let me run through the staging. So we want all of... Oh, God. So all the SRBs to fire, I want them to detach, and I want these 4 rockets to fire at the same time. Once the SRBs are done, we want them to decouple, that's good. Then we want these all run dry, and then we want these all run dry, then we want that to fire, so we want them in the same stage, and then once that's dry we want that to go, then we want that engine to fire, and then we want that, oh yeah, that's the tiny little one underneath, we want that to go, and then those 2 rockets. Excellent. I've just realised, last thing, RCS ports, because we have all this RCS fuel, we're going to need something to do with it. And actually, I might just stick some solar panels on this, just because I like them, I guess. Oh, lights, we need lights as well. Beautiful. Yeah, we're going to want lights on this, so I figure if we put one... Actually, one thing at a time, because otherwise I'm going to forget something. So we'll put on RCS ports up there, and then RCS ports on the central rocket. That should be enough to kind of kick us about. And then last, aerodynamics, not last, it's not last. Lights, that's last. Illuminate doesn't shine very far. Might be better off with the smaller one actually. Yeah, that'll be better. So put one up on here, which is basically just going to light the road. Like, aha! Can I get it on like that? I'm hoping that'll work. Unless I can put it on here and rotate it. Well, it'll be alright, because I imagine we'll want to be doing most of our operations during the day, just because that's when we'll have solar. But does this go on a bit better? Does this kind of... We'll use this on the back. Okay, right. I wonder if that's kind of like some kind of infinite power loop right there. So, I think we are ready to go to the moon. Excellent.